Yo, 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 what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan, a Knicks fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before we get into it, I want you to do me one small favor. I want you to hit that like button. I definitely want you to subscribe, leave a comment. You want to know when the next video going to drop, hit the notification bell. All right, let's get into this video real quick. The New York Knicks knock off the Chicago Bulls to advance to the second seed in the East. A lot of people are worried, and I'll get into that in a minute. But let's talk about this Chicago game real quick and how the Knicks, I'm not going to say dominated this game, but the Knicks, they showed grit. You know what I'm saying? This was a game that Chicago really didn't have anything to win, anything to lose. They were already locked into that ninth seed, meeting Atlanta Hawks in a play-in. So they was really trying to upset the New York Knicks and knock the Knicks down to maybe fourth or maybe third. But y'all know, y'all know that I was watching the scoreboard just like y'all was watching the scoreboard. And I was at one point, Cleveland was beating the Hornets. And I was like, all right, okay. I look over at Orlando. Orlando was losing. That was just before the half. Then I look back in third quarter. Orlando was up 10 points. And I'm like, all right, okay. But at that point, the Knicks was down. So I was getting worried. I was like, okay, Knicks, your destiny is in your hand. The Knicks' destiny was literally in their hand. If they wanted that 2 seed to be theirs, they had to take it. And that's what they did. They came out tonight, this afternoon, and they took that game when they needed it most, and that was in overtime. Yep, the New York Knicks went into overtime, and it didn't have to go into the overtime. The Knicks had 21 turnovers tonight, and a real costly turnover with the Knicks up 4 points and could have went up 6. It was 48 seconds left in the game. They could have just slowed the game down. They made a foolish pass. It was a turnover. The Bulls got right back in it and made it a close game. You know what I'm saying? That was in overtime. You know what I'm saying? But again, the Knicks clinched number 2 seed. We where we at. We where nobody thought we would be at. Jeff Van Gundy earlier in the year said the Knicks would be lucky to make the play-in. I wonder where Jeff Gundy at right now and how he feel. I wonder if he remember them choice words that he spoke blasphemy about the New York Knicks. You know what I'm saying? And I think Jeff Van Gundy hold a grudge for the New York Knicks. Ever since he got fired or whatever, let go, quit, whatever the circumstance, I don't remember exactly. If y'all do, hit me in the comments. I enjoy reading y'all comments. That's one thing I like about my channel. For those when y'all interact, y'all notice I always hit you back. So hit me back with that. Let me know. I don't remember the scenario with Jeff Van Gundy, but what I do remember in the start of the season, he said the New York Knicks, and this was before the injuries and before the trades, and then maybe you can give him a pass. But he said the New York Knicks would be lucky to make the play-in. Jeff Van Gundy, always shitting on the Knicks. All right, let's get into this game. Like I said, field goal percentage, the Knicks shot 51%. They went 12 for 32 from downtown, 16 from 21 from the free throw line. And they had 32 second chance points and 21 turnovers, which really hurt the Knicks. 53 rebounds. Chicago Bulls came out and shot 49%. They went 8 from 31 from downtown, 13 from 16 from the free throw line. 9 points off second chance, 12 turnovers, and 44 rebounds. The Knicks going to have their work cut out for them. Either team that they meet in the first round, as you see right here, 50 and 32. My predictions was 49 and 33, and I'm glad that my predictions did not come true. The Knicks surpassed my predictions. We have to pat Tibbs on the back. You know what I'm saying? We blame him when we lose. We have to give him credit when we win. And Tibbs, 4th year, 3rd time being in the NBA Finals in 4 years. So the man has elevated the New York Knicks. No one can deny that. As much as I complain about the defensive schemes, which I still do not like, I'm going to have to say that and stress. Tibbs got the New York Knicks to where we wanted to be for so long. I mean, before Tibbs, right now, we would be waiting for the draft. Let's be real. We would be talking about who we going to pick in the draft. And then, Some years we didn't even have first round drafts, and that's the frustrating thing about it. You know what I'm saying? The way this organization has been for the last 2 decades, and now stepping into the shine, stepping into the light, stepping into the glory. Yo, it feels good to be a New York Knicks fan right now. And like I said in my video earlier, the Knicks are still not getting the respect they deserve. And hopefully, with this win right here, going into the second seed, I hope y'all New York Knickerbockers, New Yorkers, let me get that out right. New Yorkers who supposed to be Knicks fans, I hope y'all start feeling the Knicks like y'all supposed to feel the Knicks. All right, y'all hear me? Feel the Knicks. Feel the Knicks. All right, 50 wins. Y'all see the bracket. Honestly, right now, when the Knicks was in third, we were slated to meet the Indiana Pacers. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Right now, because if you think about either the Heat or the Philly, this is in the play-in, we will be meeting one of these teams. The Sixers are playing some real good basketball right now. The Heat is playing some real good basketball. So it's going to be a challenge no matter what team we do play. But we can take, solace in knowing that the Knicks, we played the Philadelphia 76ers 4 times this season. We beat them 3 times. The last time we played them, we beat them 106-79, almost 30-point lead. So I know the Sixers will be looking for some revenge. One would say that Embiid wasn't out, but we beat them with Embiid. We beat them 110-96 with Embiid, and we beat that was February 22nd. And then on January 24th, we beat them 128-92. We lost on March 10th, 79-73. Maxey had a good game that game because Embiid was out. So it's not like, if I'm wrong, hit me in the comments. Like I said, I enjoy y'all comments, hitting me and y'all reactions. So if I'm wrong and that loss to the 76ers was Embiid in or was he out, hit me in the comments. I can't remember exactly, but I think Embiid was hurt. But either way, we beat them with Embiid. We beat them without Embiid. So it's not like we can't beat them, but we also beat them after they made their trade and brought in Buddy Hield. This is going to be an interesting series against the Knicks and the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, the series that I know a lot of y'all, and I know the NBA probably want, so y'all know them conspiracy theories always pop off at this time of year. With the Sixers and the Heat meeting in the play-in. Who will come out victorious? I don't know. But if the Heat come out, we played them 3 times this year, beating them 2-1 games. The last time we played them, they did beat us 109-99. We all know the second game to that last was January 27. We beat them 125-109. Julius Randle went out on an injury and have not returned since, ended his season. And a lot of people, I was one. Yes, I even made a video questioning why Tibbs had him in the game when we was up by so many points in the fourth quarter with seconds running out. It was minutes left in the game, and I felt Tibbs should have took Julius Randle. He should have took all the starters out. We was up double digits, almost 20 points. Matter of fact, over 20 points, almost 30-point lead, and Julius Randle was still in the game. It is what it is, and who can say if Julius Randle wouldn't have got hurt, if the Knicks would have been playing as they've been playing right now, or would they be in a position if Julius Randle was on the court? I know some would say, well, you crazy, they probably have number 1 seed. Let's back out of that. But you know what I'm trying to say. Some of y'all would say that they would have been had this second seed. Wouldn't have been any question if Julius Randle. Some of y'all might be right, but then again, some of y'all might be wrong. Because for the longest time, everybody was asking, well, I was asking, who team is this? Jalen Brunson or Julius Randle? Right now, we know who team this is. It's Jalen Brunson's team, and rightfully so. This man, Jalen Brunson, in my opinion, should be an all-star. I don't know how he's not an all-star, but he should be an all-star. And if he get overlooked, it will be a tragedy in the NBA. I mean, all you hearing is Jokic. But Jokic is not doing for the Nuggets of what Jalen Brunson is doing for the New York Knicks. So I don't know how Jalen Brunson is not number one candidate for the MVP. You heard what I said. I don't understand how he is not the number one candidate for the MVP, the NBA MVP this year. You have to look at what the man is doing, the amount of games he scored this year, over 40 points, 11 over 40 points. He's tied for second. 30-point games, he got 36. He tied for first. 30-point games with at least 10 assists. He got 6 of them, and he's first in that category. He scored over 2,212 points. He's third in the league. He's scoring 28.7 points a game, make him third in the league also. And 3 points made, he's fifth with making 211 threes this year. How is this man not number one candidate for MVP? Honestly, and I'm not trying to be too biased, but Jalen Brunson, honestly, in my opinion, is supposed to be. We supposed to be hearing every time they talk about MVP. Jalen Brunson's name is supposed to be the first name that come out of every analyst's mouth. You know what I'm saying? Every person you see on ESPN, whenever they talk basketball and talk about the MVP runnings, Jalen Brunson's name should be the first name to come out of their mouth. And that, I don't understand why not. I'm just going to be real with you. I do not understand how they can talk about the MVP and put Jokic and put other players in front of Jalen Brunson, what this man is doing for this organization. Jokic, I'm going to say he had help. And as dominant and as good as Jokic's been, he don't be as electrifying as Jalen Brunson has been this season. So for them to have Jokic ahead of him, Antetokounmpo, Anthony Edwards, you hear all these names in front of Jalen Brunson. And Jalen Brunson, in my opinion, and I know in a lot of y'all opinions, should be the number one candidate for MVP. He should be running away with this. And I mean, it's still time. The votes are not in yet. But you hear the rumblings, you know what I'm saying? The New York Knicks won 50 games, 50-32, first 50 season win since 2013. And it's all because of Jalen Brunson. Yes, we give Tibbs, our coach of the year, some credit by putting this scrappy group of guys together. Leon Rose going out, signing Don Tizio, re-signing Josh Hart, trading for Anunoby, bringing in Achua. Let's not forget my man Bogey Bogdanovic. All the moves the Knicks made was for this right here, and championship is in our sight. You heard what I said. The championship is in the New York Knicks sight since the Patrick Ewing days, since the 2000 series, since we getting swept by San Antonio Spurs. I ain't want to bring it up, but I brung it up. But it feels good to be a New York Knicks fan right now. Rightfully so. And for all you doubters and all you haters, we're number 2, baby. 50 wins. 50 wins. Jeff Van Gundy, what the hell was you talking about? What the hell was you smoking, Jeff? What was you smoking? You know what I'm saying? I know I sound like I'm ranting, but the New York Knicks just knock off the Chicago Bulls to take the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference and have home court advantage throughout the series, throughout the playoffs, And like I said earlier, I don't think Boston going to make it out of the second round. And if they do, they're going to be shorthanded. They're going to be battle-tested. They're going to be injury-prone. They're going to have injuries. They're not going to be there they're not going to be 100% healthy for the New York Knicks. And I'm praying that the Knicks can make it through the playoffs without any significant injuries. No setbacks for Anunoby. I know a lot of y'all say Julius Randle should have had that surgery as soon as he got injured. I was looking at that timeline, and I don't think he would have been back. I think he still would have been out or rehabbing that injury, even if he'd have had the surgery. But yeah, it is what it is. We're going into the playoff. We're going into the battleground with home court advantage, with no Julius Randle. But we have a superstar in Jalen Brunson. We have a real Robin in Dante Dunvicchio. We have an anchor in my man Precious Achua. We have a stopper and my man Anunoby. The no is for no points around my house. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to call it. I'm trying to get it to flow with it. But the New York Knicks have a team. that can win the championship. You look at this team, we can win the championship. You heard what I said. We can win the championship. Y'all tell me what y'all think. And with that being said, I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy. God bless, and peace.